Hi, this is John Manley with blazingpinecone.com. And as you can tell from the bicycle, I am in the Netherlands. Even though all the snow makes it look like it might be Canada. And also there's what I suspect is a Christmas tree farm right behind me. I've been living in the Netherlands since April. Before that I was in Canada, where before I left I grabbed the issue of Druthers. What was this? Was this the April issue? Yeah, this was the April issue of Druthers, national newspaper that, well, they called it was, when it came out, it was called the COVID conspiracy newspaper. I think now they just call it the conspiracy theorist newspaper. I call it the let's try to tell the truth newspaper. Anyways, this month, despite myself living in the Netherlands, they printed another one of my articles. It's on page 4 of the January issue, which has the new logo, which I really like. It looks very 1920s. Since some people can't read or don't like to read, or they think that reading is kind of old-fashioned, I'm going to read it for you so you won't have to read it. Alright, here we go. COVID truths the mainstream can no longer ignore. The truth about the scandemic is slowly going mainstream. Here are 3 recent examples. On December 10th, The Telegraph published a detailed article citing research that the COVID-19 jabs can cause immune cells to attack cardiac tissue, leaving micro scars that interfere with the heart's electrical activity. Scientists found that the damage was long-lasting and could lead to sudden death after injection. Years after injection. This is all coming from a mainstream news site that supported the scandemic measures. On September 26, 2025, a South Korean study examined the health insurance records of 8.4 million people, comparing those who received the shot to those who refused. What they found was a significantly higher rate of cancer among the vaccinated. Breast cancer, 20% increase. Colorectal cancer, 28% increase. Gastric cancer, 34% increase. Thyroid cancer, 35% increase. Lung cancer, 53% increase. Prostate, 69% increase. Of course, some of this could be explained by the possibility that people who avoid vaccines may lead healthier lifestyles. Nonetheless, it doesn't look like a great time to buy Pfizer stocks. And here in the Netherlands, attorney Peter Stassen is charging forward, despite his colleague being thrown in prison by Dutch paramilitary, with their lawsuit against Pfizer's CEO, Albert Bourla, Bill Gates, and other sociopaths behind the global rollout of the mRNA injections, alleging they have committed crimes against humanity. People are becoming more and more receptive to hearing the truth. The medical police state that nearly emerged provided a concrete and hard-to-ignore example of inherent and inevitable corruption on both sides of the political aisle of so-called democratic governments, the free press, and the medical mafia. On the other hand, the counter-movement the COVID agenda generated provided a concrete and hard-to-ignore example of the power of individuals working together to protect and improve their own lives and the lives of their family and community. And just as a byline, John C.A. Manley is the author of Much Ado About Corona, the world's best-selling COVID dissent novel. Praised for its sharp humor and moral clarity, the book explores the human cost of the COVID era through compelling characters set against a dystopian backdrop. Learn more or read a free sample at blazingpinecone.com/subscribe.